Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and today I'm taking a look at Lovely Planet. This is a new game out on Steam from Quicktequila. It is available for PC, Mac, and I believe Linux as well, and it will be $6. And of course, as always, it will have a link to the Steam page right in the description. So I'm going to actually just jump in on the first levels. We've got an ability, this is just sort of a story segment in a way. We have the ability to just go straight through levels, so I figured starting from the beginning would be easiest. And what this ends up being is kind of a trippy, psychedelic sort of shooter slash racer, if you will, because at the end of each level we are going to get a goal score, right? So we got 8.88 seconds. The world record is 7 point whatever, which I'm assuming was set by the developers. So, you know, we can try this over and over, hoping to get that score. And there are multiple stars that we can earn in each level. Let's see what we got there. We did a little better. So you can see the Q there. The Q is actually our goal time, right? So getting under 8.75 seconds gives us a star. Accuracy, I'm not sure what the green star is actually. That might be related to our accuracy. And then here we've got enemies for the first time. And you do have to actually kill every enemy before it will let you actually finish a level. So you can't actually finish unless you kill all the enemies, which I think is fine. I think it's kind of a neat mechanic. Those guys that you saw are actually buddies, so you kind of have to remember that gray is... Oh nice, so there I actually got an accuracy star. So I guess one of the stars might actually just be for completing the level. When I was playing earlier for a bit, like, so I've got this a little early of course, and the developers have been pushing out updates like constantly, which is awesome, right? Because it means that they're making sure everything is working great. But when I was playing earlier, I wasn't getting any stars, so I think that's why it's awarding me like the blue stars now. I think blue might just be for completing a level. And then we saw that green was actually beating the goal time. Some of these jumps are actually maybe my only minor complaint. Oh, that was bad. So you can actually shoot out your platform, which obviously is a bad idea. I wonder if I can just make it straight to the second one. I think I might be able to. I guess I could also do a little bit of this. Oh, right, but our platform does disappear. So I suppose if you were fast enough and able to shoot this guy from over there, you could do it. Alright, and then the gold star is for getting 100% accuracy, which is not easy most of the time. On these... Oh, right, I forgot about this. So this is actually the wrong way. So we actually have to turn around. Which definitely cuts back on my time a bit, because I can't turn fast. Oh. Yeah, so you actually fail. Anytime you get hit, you fail. If you finish the level but haven't killed every enemy, and you fail anytime that you shoot one of your buddies. So those are all things that you have to be looking out for. Oh yeah, I tried... keep doing that. I tried jumping for the second platform. Anyways, so what do I think about the game? Personally, I think it's really, really good. I'm having a great time with it. I'm not normally into first-person shooters, but I think kind of turning this into, you know, a bit of a racer, a bit of a time trial kind of thing is a really smart idea. Besides, I think that the art style here is just really, really refreshing for a shooter game, because, you know, lots of first-person shooters have started to have the same kind of aesthetic to them, and it tends to be a pretty boring and bland one. But this is, you know, very colorful, very pretty. There's lots of, like, Japanese text flying around. I'm not sure if that's part of it or if it's just kind of a look thing. I don't know if it actually has any story significance, but I like it. I think it's cool looking. It reminds me of like maybe like Katamari Damacy, or yeah, that was bad. In some ways, so there's like a PlayStation Network game called Nobi Nobi Boy, and it's this really kind of out there game. It reminds me a little bit of that as well, especially especially in like the color palette, as well as just like how everything is a weird shape rather than being like human shaped or anything. Yeah, so this is why I don't get very many accuracy medals, because I kind of just have to shoot like mad. So you can definitely already see how this gets harder. Not only to just complete, but also to complete fast and complete with full accuracy. And it actually gets even harder, because now you see that we've got these crazy bombs, and these are also maybe a source of minor complaint. Oh, to finish up my complaint about the jumping thing, you can't, maybe it's hard to explain, I guess. Like, it feels like you can't necessarily control yourself super well mid-air, but I think it's because it gives you too much control mid-air, if that makes sense. So what I end up feeling is that, like, if I'm just trying to back up a little bit, I find it really hard to do. Okay, this is like the first level that's actually pretty difficult. I would consider the first like 8, yeah, so if that lands anywhere, it ends your run. So it doesn't actually have to hit you, it just has to land. There we go. Alright, so that was not too bad. I should show this off. This is starting to, you know, this level it starts to be a feature. Well, actually the last level, but you can actually look ahead so you can get an idea of what is coming up. Yeah, so that kind of thing. It is not the easiest thing to control your jumps. Alright, these things will chase after you. You can shoot them, but I find it easier a lot of the time to just avoid them. Oh, I accidentally touched it before hitting him. No! Oh, that was so close. And you will have lots... Oh, whoops. Accidentally shot out the platform. You'll have lots of moments like that where you're going for a good run and you screw up one thing. And that's kind of the charm of it, right? And it's kind of actually the charm of any of these sort of like speed runny kind of games, is that it all comes down to, you know, whether or not you can pull off everything in one run. And I think that this, oh man, this definitely succeeds on that kind of one more play, I have to try one more time sort of gameplay. Because I have found myself sticking with a level like, you know, 10, 15 minutes after I've beaten it, just to improve my time just a little bit. Or, you know, try and go for a better run overall, and then, you know, that kind of thing. Like, it really just gets sort of addicting, going for the best possible time. What did I get? Oh, I still didn't quite get the time. That's wild. Yeah, but you know, you can definitely see here that things do get harder. As far as like the game as a whole, it's got 100 levels. I've only played through 20, 25 or so. But they definitely, oh goodness, I totally missed the goalpost there. That was silly. You know, you can already see though that they get quite a bit harder, and they just keep getting harder, and that's sort of where the fun comes in, is that it's all about, you know, eventually just kind of rote memorization of these levels, but they're short enough that they never feel unfair or like out of your potential, I guess, at least for me. I've always felt like, you know, they're short enough, there's a few enough things to actually memorize that I feel like I can actually succeed and I can memorize the things. So I think that's really just a sign of really great level design. Okay, got it. Shot an extra shot just to be sure that I didn't need to shoot. There we go. That'll do it. Very nice. So yeah, I mean, you could easily spend a ton of hours playing this, and I honestly think that the $6 price point is maybe actually undershooting the cost a little bit. I think a lot of people, yeah, I keep missing that. A lot of people, myself included, would probably be happy to buy this at $10, honestly, but you know, for $6, I would say it's pretty much a steal. You're definitely going to get a lot of playtime out of this. You're going to have a lot of fun. And, alright, I forgot about that. Again, right, comes down to rote memorization, so it's kind of best to stick with one level, memorize everything, and then move on. Man, I could not hit that last guy. There we go. Yeah, so I'll just play a few more levels here. I kind of talked about the art style, but, you know, just to reiterate, I think that the art style is really fantastic. It's got, you know, I keep missing that apple. It's got a really nice, you know, kind of pastel color palette to it. A lot of just really vibrant colors. Yeah. This is, you know, I was trying to go through this and get better accuracy, but this was kind of where I started just figuring that I kind of need to just mash the left click and just shoot a whole bunch. Oh man. The game does have controller support, but I would not recommend using it. I haven't tried it myself, but since the game is so much about precision, I can't imagine controller support feeling like the best way to play it. But, you know, it is there, so if anyone really, really wants to play this with a controller, you absolutely can. I should say that the controls are super responsive. They feel great, which is definitely what you want to see from this kind of game, not only because it's a first-person shooter, but because it's got an emphasis on speed. Okay. Oh, I still missed that guy. There we go. Oh no, I shot my buddy. You do have to watch out about shooting your buddies. Okay. Oh man. Apparently I spent like almost a minute on this level the first time. That's a little wild. The music is also really good. I wish there was a little more variety in it. But I think overall it's a good soundtrack. It's, you know, it's a fun soundtrack, and I guess that kind of goes along with the whole theme of the whole game. It's fun to play, fun to listen to, an absolute blast to look at. I think that the visual style is probably one of the strongest points of it, actually. Oh, can I save this? No. Yeah, you know, everything's strong about it, really. Parts of it are a little rough around the edges, but I think overall it's a really good game, and it's definitely worth your time, especially if you are into these time attack type games. I'm sure there will probably be some form of leaderboards. I haven't really checked them out myself, mostly because I don't think too many people are actually playing right now. Actually, it might only be the world record time that shows up, but even so, that's fine. Some form of competition to keep it going, you know. Besides, you can always see your best time personally, so you've always got that kind of thing to compete with. But yeah, with 3 goals for each level, 100 levels, and they take place in 5 different worlds. The 2 I've seen haven't looked super different. Maybe I'll go show off a level in the other world before we end here. We were almost done with that world anyways, but yeah, we can go to the village here. There is definitely a difference, right? It is a little different looking. And there are new elements, right? So we've got this bounce element and we've got spikes. Those are the 2 things so far that I've noticed different in this world. Besides, there's just a ton more of these apple things. Oh, goodness. If I could have gotten that last guy, I think that would have been 100% accuracy. Yeah, those apples make things so hard. But I think, you know, that's part of the fun, right? Because you have to add something in, you know, new types of enemies and stuff to kind of keep it fresh. Okay. Yeah, I think this is about where we're gonna end off, though. I don't really have much else to say. I'm definitely a big fan of this. Huge supporter of it. I think that this is absolutely worth your time. And if you think that this looks like the kind of thing that you could get into, I highly recommend picking it up, because you will definitely get a good amount of playtime out of it. And I think that you will enjoy all of your playtime out of it as well. So I think that is where we will end off our little look at Lovely Planet here. You know, cute little first-person shooter with tons of style that, again, definitely will hook you with that one more play kind of addictiveness in the gameplay. So, again, highly recommended, and there will be a link in the description below. But with that, as always, feel free to leave any kind of comments if there's anything you want to comment about. Subscribe to see more from me every single day, and of course, if you liked my look at Lovely Planet, then please do consider clicking the like button. But with that, I thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time.